Netflix's Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story features a secret meeting of the 5 cereal families, and here are all of them explained, including who attended the meeting and what their company's history is. Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story looks at the world of breakfast food manufacturers through an interesting lens, portraying them as harsh syndicates of cereal and breakfast pastries locked in a heated space race to develop the first Pop-Tart. The secret meeting in Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story gives the first good look at the competition, and here is every character who ended up attending. Jerry Seinfeld's Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story is finally here, with the highly anticipated comedy now released on the streaming service. Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story tells the not-so-true tale of the origin of the Pop-Tart, with it treating it with the severity of the space race. The film subs out real facts for gags, celebrity cameos, and appearances by food and breakfast cereal mascots, creating a wacky adventure through the worlds of Kellogg's and Post. The meeting of the 5 cereal families is one of the wackiest scenes in Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story, and here is a full breakdown. Kellogg's. Bob Cabana, Edsel Kellogg III, Donna Stankowski. Kellogg's is the main company that Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story follows, with it being the manufacturer that finally develops the Pop-Tart at the end of the film. Kellogg Company, now called Kellanova in real life, was founded in 1906, with it making all kinds of foods, although breakfast cereals are some of the company's most popular products. Much like in the movie, Kellogg's found out about Post's plans to develop a toaster pastry, causing Kellogg's to attempt to beat them to the market. In the end, Kellogg Company successfully made the Pop-Tart, which it still sells to this very day. Unlike the other companies, Kellogg's actually has 3 attendees at the meeting of the 5 cereal families, showing just how invested they are in the project. Jerry Seinfeld's Bob Cabana is one of the Kellogg's members in attendance, with him being the driving force behind the Pop-Tart's development. Although he isn't real, it turns out that Jerry Seinfeld's Bob Cabana is actually based on Bill Post, the real employee of Keebler and Kellogg's who ended up successfully developing the Pop-Tart. The next member of Kellogg Company who appears at the meeting of the 5 cereal families is the head of Kellogg's, Edsel Kellogg III. Played by Jim Gaffigan, Edsel Kellogg III is not a real person, with him being a fictional CEO of the company. In reality, William E. Lamott was the CEO of Kellogg Company during the time in which the film takes place, with him being the suit that oversaw the Pop-Tart's development. It is unknown why Lamott was cut from the film in favor of Kellogg, although that can be said for a lot of elements of Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story. The final member in attendance at the meeting is Melissa McCarthy's Donna Stankowski. Stankowski is a NASA employee and former Kellogg scientist who was brought back on when the Pop-Tart space race began. This character does not seem to be based on any real figure, with her simply being made up for the film.